Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good day today. This is your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, March 5th, 2019. I am going to be doing the same kind of reading we were doing last week. Maybe throughout the rest of this week I might switch back and forth. I haven't decided yet. But with the way my schedule is kind of set up for the next month or 2 or 3 until May, I am trying to find a way to give you valuable readings and valuable information, but without taking as long as some of my readings have taken. I love the long readings. I feel like a minimum of half an hour for an in-person reading is just kind of necessary, but for YouTube readings, I do want to see if I can make it a little bit faster. I know that's tough because I talk all the time. I just talk a lot. But I do want to try to save some time so that I can focus on some of the other things because I do have a lot of deadlines coming up. And unfortunately, those things are a little bit higher on the priority list than a YouTube channel. But at the same time, this is something that I think is important. Like I've mentioned before, it's something that helps me to continue learning about the tarot. And I do think it's something that can act as a service that I am offering to my practice and to as concerning my religious beliefs and my spiritual beliefs. This is something that I can do to kind of give thanks and give back from all that I've gotten from my practice. Okay? So that said, I'm going to get started with your overall energy. So what is your overall energy for whoever this reading is meant for Tuesday, March 5th, 2019? What is the overall guiding energy for whoever this reading is meant to help and or guide for today, Tuesday, March 5th, 2019? Please and thank you. You have shock of the new. So you may be getting some news today. You might have some new ideas. There's something new coming into your life and it's just going to be like, what was that? Why didn't I see this before? Even if it's not something that's necessarily new in your life, it's new to you, it's new to your awareness. And so you're starting to either, maybe it's a person, maybe you're behaving differently around this person because you noticed something about them that you never noticed before. Maybe it's a place that you go to and something's changed about it and it's striking you in a certain way. You know, maybe something in your home life is changing. Maybe there's something going on with a family member that is going to be a surprise to you, or just kind of maybe not necessarily a total surprise, but something that just kind of comes out of the blue, something that you're not necessarily just something you're not expecting today. So really be careful, or I should say be aware of the new to you energies that are coming up today. And you know what? I do want to pull, it could be something that's like more creative just because of these images that we're getting here on top of her head with the music and the flowers. And like, I feel like this is probably a creative idea for some of you. This is something like, having to do with creative pursuits, with writing, with music, with painting, with gardening, with, you know, bringing something that wasn't here before into being and into life. And it's actually more of an active thing for you instead of just something that's going to blow your mind, okay? I do want to pull a card just as kind of a clarifier for that. What can you tell us? Why do we have shock of the new here? For our overall energy, why is shock of the new the card for our overall energy for today, Tuesday, March 5th, 2019? Why is shock of the new the card that came out here? Why is that the message, and what is it pertaining to? Right, so King of Pentacles. I do think this has to do with some sort of creative or yeah, some sort of creative pursuit that means you're bringing something that wasn't there before, or something that no one had ever seen or known about, or something you just had never considered doing. You're going to start doing that. You're going to start planting the seeds for something big, and it's probably going to be something that can start to bring you money, that can be a change to your career. It could be something like an Etsy shop, whatever it is. It's something that's going to help you feel a little bit more grounded and a little bit more stable in your physical earthly life, and generally that means bringing in better funds for stability. Okay, so let's see what your messages are on the physical level. This could be concerning your body, your health. This could be concerning your finances, your money, your job, your career. It could also be concerning your relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, co-workers, familial relationships, etc., etc. Just what is going on? What is the message today that whoever is here for this reading, that they need to hear, that they need to have and receive? What is the message for today on their physical plane? Please and thank you. Oof, stay in my hands. So you have the Two of Swords, right? So with the Two of Swords, it is possible that you're having a little bit of trouble communicating yourself with someone. You may be facing some sort of choice that needs to be made today, and maybe you're feeling a little bit rushed, or maybe you're just not really sure how to bring about the choice that you're trying to make, how to speak it out, how to decide the right thing to do. You're really just kind of mulling it over, but you're not really sure which is the right answer because you're not seeing. Whenever I get the Two of Swords, it always makes me think that you're not seeing the whole picture. So you have a choice to make, but you haven't really gone through all of the pros and cons for either option. Okay, and maybe there's one that you're leaning towards, but you don't really know. You don't really know as fully as you could what the consequences or the outcome of that's going to be. So really try to sit down and look at both sides of the option, look at both sides of the coin, whatever. Listen to, if it's two people, there's a problem, you know, listen to both people before you decide who you're going to side with, and really, really sit with those details and those facts so that you can make the best choice today. Okay, let's see what is going on the mental, emotional, and spiritual level. These are your messages concerning your mental, emotional, and or spiritual energy. This is going on under the surface, what you're dealing with today. What are the messages concerning whoever this reading is meant for, whoever's here for this? What are the messages concerning their mental, emotional, and or spiritual energy? These energies that cannot be touched but are absolutely felt and known. What are the messages for today, Tuesday, March 5th, 2019? Please and thank you. So you have the Devil, okay? So you might just be tempted to make not necessarily the best choices today. And yeah, especially because we did get choice. What's going on under the surface of that choice is you're being very tempted towards something that looks really good on paper. It looks cool, but you're not necessarily letting yourself learn as much as you can about it. You're doing the Gemini thing. I hate saying that because I am a Gemini, but it is very true that we will learn as much as we can about a thing to really get our feet wet, but then we'll run with that sometimes. That's why I did start this channel, because I know that if I just kept practicing at home with tarot, I would only do it like once a month or so and just be like, I know tarot, I read tarot, and then start trying to read tarot for other people and just be really confused. This allows me to practice and actually immerse myself in this knowledge and this understanding, to continuously change the way I understand things, continuously do some research and like look things up and write in my notebook what this and that means and what these symbols mean and stuff like that. And I just wouldn't have gotten that kind of relationship with my tarot. I've had some of these decks for over 10 years. I wouldn't have gotten that relationship if I had not started this channel, okay? And so you're kind of at this position where you're trying to do the thing where you just kind of jump in feet first without knowing necessarily how deep the waters actually go, because they look really nice and refreshing. Okay, so really do your due diligence today, and try to step back from that kind of I just want it, like lustful, exciting kind of desire. Like the situation as it is right now, if you continue on the path that you're on, it's not necessarily going to play out in your best interest. So really be aware of that. Okay, and last but certainly not least, I'm going to pull a few cards to ask what your energy is as you end this day. What is your energy as you close this day and transition into Wednesday, March 6, 2019? What is your energy or your messages? What are your messages for whoever is here for this reading? Whoever this reading is meant for, what is the message for today, Tuesday, March 5th, 2019, as we close this reading? What is What are the last things you'd like to say to whoever is here? What messages would you like to deliver? I ask our higher selves, our angels, and all those beings out there that guide us and bring us together and allow us to share these messages with one another. Please and thank you so much for being here. And of course, thank you for being here. So what are your messages, your last messages for today, Tuesday, March 5th, 2019? You have the Four of Wands, you have the Sun, and you have the Three of Cups. This is, oh my God, you guys, whatever choice you're trying to make, you may be having some difficulty making the right decision. You may be like I said, looking at something that looks too good to be true without knowing everything about it. But even despite that, and especially considering that the Two of Swords is a message for you to stop before you make a decision and really look at the consequences and look at that, so that even though this kind of energy that's going on underneath, even though there's this part of you that wants to jump into it, is very strong, you still have the ability to stop and really make the right decision and look at this from all sides. And of course, once you do that, you will be able to realize just what you can produce and what you can bring about for yourself that'll bring you this kind of financial abundance, this kind of physical, earthly abundance, this grounding that you may be, especially because with the King of Pentacles, it's often a message that you're missing out on the treasures that already belong to you, okay? You're not necessarily seeing the abundance that is already there for you, or the talent or skill that you already have. You're trying all these other things that don't actually speak to your soul, and the thing that you're really, really good at, that's the thing that you need to be pursuing, but for some reason you're ignoring it. All right, at the end of the day, though, we have this beautiful set of cards here, okay? We have this Four of Wands, which is telling you, you know, to like enjoy your home life, really remember what makes you feel stable. You're in a very fertile position where you're going to have some creative ideas. You're going to have some really beautiful creative ideas, some new ways to make things work for you. And then the Sun is just confirmation. Whatever these ideas are, whatever this new creative entrepreneurial or like new career or new just path in life that you're choosing to take, whatever it is, this is confirmation that you're absolutely on the right path. The universe is saying, go for it. Like, get your ass up and do it, because this is for you. This is yours. Like, whatever this new idea is, the shock of the new, whatever it is that you're just like, whoa, I can do this. I have this ability. Again, make the right choice. Just make sure you see all the sides, but this is confirmation that you are on the right track. You're doing everything that you need to be doing. Make sure you're organized. Make sure you're trying to stay grounded and that you don't get too in over your head too fast. But absolutely do that with love in your heart and pleasure in your heart, and share that with the people that you love. You know, let people know, I'm trying this new thing. Let people know, hey, I'm going to take this new course. I'm going to go to school again. I'm going to start a new business. I'm going to start a job at my dream location, okay? Like, whatever it is that comes to you that you want to do and that excites you, share it with the people who care about you and let them know that you're excited, and like celebrate that you have started this new path, because again, we have such confirmation here. You know, you are so ready to get going. It is time to open yourself up to that new, whatever that is, whatever that new creative idea is, whatever that new start is for you. You are absolutely doing what you need to do. Keep it up, okay? I hope you have a beautiful day. You had a beautiful reading, and I will see you tomorrow. Remember always that I love you. Bye.